March 24, 2025, the regular meeting. This is the regular session of the Mayor and Council for March, and notice was given as follows. Notice was filed January 9, 2025 with the Record and New York Star Ledger, both official newspapers of the borough. Notice was posted on the building board at the Borough Hall, and copy is preserved in the clerk's office. A pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence brought to you by Council Lee. Thank you. Call clerk, roll call please.
Mayor Kim,
Here.
Council Kim, Council Lee, here, Council Min, Council Min, Council Shin, Council Shin, Council Vitri,
Here.
Council Wanya, here, Borough Attorney,
Here.
Borough Administrator, here.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, there are refreshments and donuts brought to you by the police department. Please enjoy yourselves. Council members, honoring council members, I would like to change the order of our proceeding today because of the immense crowd and support for obviously the newly, police officers that we're gonna hire today. So I would like to first start out with the consent agenda, and then we'll go to the introduction of the ordinances, and then we'll end up with the off-consent agenda. Borough Clerk, please, continue.
Okay, discussion item for the consent agenda, resolution 2025-95 through resolution 2025-121.
Let's finish the adoption of the minutes before we go with the consent agenda.
You wanna go adoption of the minute first?
Yes, please.
Adoption of the minute, work session of the mayor council, February 18, 2025.
Council members, any questions or concerning the adoption of minutes for February 18th and February February 24th? All right, we have a motion. Pass it, thank you. You have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Council Kim?
Yes.
Council Lee?
Yes.
Council Min?
Yes.
Council Shin?
Yes.
Council Vitri?
Yes.
Council Wanya? Yes.
All right, let's go with the consent agenda.
Okay, consent agenda resolution 2025-95 through resolution 2025-121.
Yes. Council members, we reviewed this on the work session. I believe there's some additions.
Yes.
Please make sure that you guys are okay before we vote.
This is the consent.
Yes, yes, sir.
consent.
Go ahead.
On the, handicap,
Could you give the number, please?
I think this is
Oh, that's the ordinance.
oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Council members, any questions concerning resolution 2025-95 all the way to 2025-121?
Okay.
Yes, sir?
The 105,
Yes, sir.
I believe that's the hiring of a part-time. No, I'm sorry.
It's the engineer, it's a traffic engineer that the borough will require in the future.
And they were saying we're paying $30,000 for that?
It's a cap. It's a cap, right?
Correct. It's not to exceed.
Not to exceed.
Not to exceed. I think that's a lot of money.
I have one question.
Yes, Council Shin.
The resolution, 2025-117, yeah, how many locations do we need the crossing guards? Just can we know?
OIC, police OIC, could you just please step up? Need your help?
Sir.
Council Charlie Shin is asking a specific question concerning 117, which is authorization of contract for crossing guard services. He is asking how many locations do we need to fill the cross guards? Now, before you answer, it is the best interest of the borough to hire the local people who are interested in serving the public. Unfortunately, we didn't have much participation. Ergo, we had to go to the outside sources, And here we are with this resolution 117. Please answer.
Okay, to answer your question, Mr. Shin, they will be taking over every post in the borough.
What about the prior cross guards? Who are local people who are working?
They will all be employed by the new company.
We're not changing the spots, every existing spot
Right.
currently
Right.
posted on.
Yeah.
We'll have one going forward, and priority is given to new hires who are residents, but all the existing, Coast Guard CR residents are still being used.
In other words, Council Shin, the current resident or local cross guard workers for our town will be managed by this new company as well. We will not manage any of the cross guards, whether it's local or from outside source. And everybody will be working there, and we're gonna, what you would call it, put into a new system where everybody's gonna work on each block. But I don't think that's true. How many more? I think Council Shin wants to know how many more do we need?
Okay, so there is,
Right now, if I could, this is Councilman, right? If I could just add something, on top of the question, right? So, the agreement, the first thing that we add on to this, new service of the contract with the crossing guard service is that they're gonna be utilizing the current crossing guard, from the residents, right? Our first, and then outside, right? Whoever wants to apply for the position, right? And if they're from Palaces Park, they will get the consideration first. So they get the first priority on this matter, right? Now, with that said, we are currently having a lot of the backup shortage in terms of the crossing guard service, right? That's why we're trying to move this contract with the new service, with the crossing guard service, so we can fill those posts. We're not gonna be able to tell you how many posts will be actually been filled, right? Until we sign this contract and they are actually going through the reviews of what section needs to be filled. So that's where we at right now.
Council Shin, does that answer your question?
So just, okay, but at least, we want, yeah, we know the residents are the first priority to, the work as a cross guard. And, but still, it's hard to fill up all the spots with the residents, so we need the contract sorted with this company. That's, having said that, I just want to know how many spots we have and about how many spots, we need, use this service. That's my question, so even though it's not verified today, okay, at least like when we make the contract and, I would just know how many spots we use. So based on what we have right now as a normal post, right? It's just that we don't fill all the posts, based on our manpower at the currently, but based on what we've been doing to fill, based on what we've been normally fill, right? That's based off from. So, the number that the crossing guard service gives us is based on what we usually fill, right? So, if OIC, Captain OIC back can give that answer, that'll be great.
All right, council members, thank you very much for your input. Let me just summarize.
The filling amount, 200,000 is the contract, the contract amount, so we are not using more than amount, and it will be like actually based, right? Right, so everything will be based on the bill, and pretty much every month. This is pretty much a monthly bill that we're gonna get billed for that month. Usually we spend about 200,000 on the crossing guard service. So, with the liability from the crossing guard service company and, the hourly rates and stuff, we're looking at about, little over, 350,000 maybe, so.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second, please. You have to wait, because we're gonna finalize this. So Charlie Shin, he had two questions. First one is, how many spots do we require the cross guards? That you could answer. Concerning how many spots that we need to fill, That is not until we find out how many we need later. How many spots of parking, cross guards is in Palisades Park that is manned?
So we have 14, 2 are unmanned right now. We have had a lack of recruitment. A couple crossing guards had quit or retired. In one calendar year, from December 19th of last year to December 19th of this year, the police department covered 219 shifts for the crossing guards, which is severely taxing our traffic enforcement. It's also taxing our patrol officers who are manning these 219 shifts a year. It all comes down to a financial analysis, and one of the agreements that we settled with the crossing guard solution is, if they are to not fill that post with one of their neighboring crossing guards that they're contracted with, then they have to pay the hourly rate of our police officers to supplement that post.
So we have 16, Council Shin, is that okay? All right, thank you. Council Petrie.
I heard,
Yes, okay.
did I hear
Maybe,
right?
I'm sorry, I'm
but,
sorry.
like the increasing the hourly rate for the residents and the collection of the candidates that they rate, maybe we can get higher for the residents if we increase the hour rate. So is it fixed rate or is it, can it?
What is the rate, hourly rate?
Rather than using like outside contract companies.
What is our hourly rate for a company?
I believe it's $17.50, and
This is-
everything stays the same.
The rates are the same, Council Shin.
Everything stays the
Yeah,
same.
but, Mayor, if I could, right, the main problem with the crossing guard services, right, is that we're not getting any applicants. That's the problem.
I agree, guys, we agree, but let's, Council Shin, are you okay now? $17.50 an hour, the rate's the same.
So
Yeah.
for example, okay, if for the residents, if we use that as a $3 per hour, okay,
What?
there will be more candidates for that. Yes.
What is this?
Then the
The
residents
state
using
said
the
that
outside
perhaps if
contract
we raise
company.
the hourly rate, more people would be interested.
Okay, Council Shin, it is, I believe it's a little too late to discuss that now. We'll put that into discussion, the council members heard your proposal in consideration. Maybe it's a better idea to raise $17.50 to a higher rate, so maybe the local might be more interested. I get that, but right now it's too late. Right now, we have a resolution that needs to be passed. We're unmanned right now, so if you wanna change to 17 to 18.50, we could do that after this resolution. But this is not relation to the resolution presented to you. So can I continue with, Council Petrie? Yes? All right, Council Petrie.
Did I hear Councilman say that we spent last year or whatever, 250,000?
Councilman, do you guys have the answer
So,
for that?
Last year we spent $197,000.
We have spent.
197.
Yeah.
197.
And then there's a
Captain said
additional,
197.
an additional,
But
cost
if you
that the
just
borough
remember,
pays.
Councilmember, right? That's the amount that when we actually had the shortage of the crossing guard service member from it. On top of that, that's the spending when we utilize, right? Special police officer to that.
We just said that. Yeah, we just said that. Yeah,
Right, so-
the captain stated that, you know, it's not cost effective to hire, to use a police officers where there could be, you know, properly performing their duties something else that's more important. So we understand. But his question was this, Council Beecher said, how much is it? It was 197.
Yeah, plus whatever other employment fees the borough pays.
But, all right, Councilman Min did say 250,000.
Now, that going
No, I
forward,
said-
it's going to cost more because they pay the insurance, they take away from us the insurance costs and other costs. That now, because these people become employees of the crossing guard service. They're now no longer our employees, so they become more than our
You know,
residents.
this is a very simple question that Council Beecher asked. She wants to confirm with Councilman that it's not 250. Councilman, where did you get that 250 number from? It's from?
No, I said, the actual spending on the crosswalk last year is 200,000.
200,000.
Okay. Now, we moving towards the contract with the, crossing guard service company will increase the spending of the, money.
No, we know that about that. Thank you. Council Beecher, any more questions?
to this, we're going to spend, or we have $240,000? Why is that?
That's the cap, again.
We don't know what we're gonna spend.
That's why there's a cap, sir.
It didn't say cap, it said $240,000.
Not to exceed. Does it say not
I
to
think
exceed?
we're going to spend too much money.
All right, thank
No,
you.
no,
All right, guys, can we continue? This, guys, again, we had a work session. Why do we have to make it, why do we have to bring this up to a regular session? There's a reason we have a work session. Ask these kind of questions on work session. Then you could have asked the question, because this is redundant, we need to pass this, and we're trying to drag this along. We need cross guards, guys. It's a safety issue. So unless this is the one that doesn't provide the conditions of what we presented, let's not add more conditions right now. Let's get this passed, and then if you want to modify, council members, you're more than happy to.
Very, let me clarify about this work session. Okay, for the group aspect, there was no papers and just there was the capability. But now, in the next session, I see the whole contract and it's mentioning like the amount.
Oh, okay, so my apologies, Council Schiff, my apologies. This is one thing that was not previewed to you guys on work session. My apologies. The counselor, and the BA will make sure, and through the clerk, will verify that through the work session, all the documents are in there. Well, next month, we don't wanna make this mistake again. Work session, every single document should comply with, should come with the resolution. Okay? Anything else concerning the resolution the consent resolution?
Regarding 95 and claims,
Yes.
moving forward, please put, which department is spending.
Yes.
Okay. I understand that because of changing of system, this has to change, have add that to their program.
What is it that exactly what you wanna add?
Basically, okay, for example, the first one, the 46 auto repair. And usually at the right side, we actually put, is it police department? Right. Whatever. And here, I couldn't find out what are the library costs.
No, I understand, exactly.
You know?
That'll be.
Good. Thank you for pointing that out.
And also 96.
Getting here back here.
96, the councilman actually pointed out at the work session, that the first one, the CFO has reviewed all stale checks issued within the past 12 months. It's not past the 12 months, it's several years back.
Yes, some of them are old.
Yeah, right, so that.
These are
just
all
one
escrow
point, yeah.
checks, returned escrow checks that people never cashed.
Yeah, understand.
And they should do it on a yearly basis. Yeah, not like several years. Any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question on 107. Hiring a part-time code enforcement.
Yes.
We have a full-time code enforcement. He's doing a good job. And I understand that there were other traffic officers that were trained in this as a code officer. Why are we hiring a part-time?
You got it. It's not just only for manning the code violations in public grounds, in Broad Avenue. We're talking about, and not that, you started out with your statement saying that we have a code enforcement, he's doing a good job. I believe he's doing a good job, absolutely. But I believe that with the increasing population and the compliance that the residents are not following through, and because of what's happening, the developments, and also future preparation of what could happen in Townsend's Park, we need more code enforcement, not to just man these streets, but we're talking about, when private residents don't comply. We continuously have complaints that grasses are long, it's been long throughout the whole months and years, and no one cuts it. We need, this is a big populated town. So one code enforcer, we had a code enforcer, one code enforcer a long time ago. Right now, we need to increase it. We're putting 2 part-times in there. So the code enforcer who's doing a good job could teach these guys how, to learn and assist them.
From what I'm understanding, there were traffic officers that we had, that the full-time code enforcement officer.
The traffic officer cannot go inside the doors. Okay.
Can I-
I got it, but I understand that. You're repeating it. Let me tell you.
No, I'm not repeating.
Yes, you are. The code enforcement-
They have 4 part-timers.
The code enforcer, the PEOs cannot knock on doors, cannot go inside private entities, cannot go to homes. That you cannot do.
I don't.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, make that comment.
118. Then you're hiring a full-time clerk secretary. We have 2 part-time secretaries in the borough clerk's office. Why can't we hire one of them as a full-time and this person hires a part-time?
Well, nothing really changed from the past. If you recall, we actually had 1 full borough clerk and 1 deputy borough clerk. We saved taxpayers' money by, well, it's not, we voluntarily, what is this looking? The borough clerk resigned, all right? That gave us a good opportunity to make sure that we're not spending taxpayers' money that way. We saved a lot of money just having 1 borough clerk. Now, when we had a borough clerk and a deputy clerk, there are 3 people that are helping that out for that division, for the 3. Right now, we have 1 full-time, 1 part-time. We wanna make it into 1 full-time. And then the part-time, I think Roberta is thinking about how, because she's very effective, maybe we'll figure it out. But for now, we need 2 full-times at least, when prior, we had up to 3 full-times, including 2 borough clerks. We're saving a lot of money.
But my question is, you have 2 part-time secretaries
Oh my gosh.
in the office.
I said, why are you saying that when previously,
$40,000, that's what I'm saying.
previously, we had 2 borough clerks, we have 3 full-time act clerks, 1 borough clerk is out, we have now much more less than we need. So borough clerk is a big job.
I'm not saying anything
You
about
need-
the borough clerk.
Yeah, but you're asking me, why are we doing that? Because she needs the help. The borough clerk, the office needs more support. Compared with previously, we're saving a lot of money. It's not even close to what they were having before.
But the other question I'm asking you, Mayor, you have 2 part-timers, why can't you make
2
one of the
part-timers is not
part-timers
enough.
full-time?
It's not enough, it's not enough.
One time and the 1 part-time.
Yeah, it's not enough.
One full-time and 1 part-time.
Anything else? Ma'am, you go ahead.
Okay, yeah, comment with regard to resolution 2025-115. It is my recommendation that the settlement agreement, without getting into the specifics of the settlement agreement, that it be made contingent upon no employment as an officer until retirement.
What resolution is that again?
2025-115. So if there is a motion to approve the settlement, I would recommend that it be made with the condition that the officer not obtain employment as an officer until his resignation.
A stipulation that,
Or retirement.
okay.
So, if I may.
Hey, hold on a second, Council Beatrice started this.
If we're gonna get into the specifics of the
I'm not
settlement,
getting
we're gonna go
into
in- I just wanna make sure we know. 'cause
I'm
then
not
we'll go
getting
into-
Let him ask that question.
What
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying is, this deal was done, correct? This was all settled. Now you're sitting here and saying you're changing it, does the other party know?
Yes, it's been agreed upon, but our outside counsel was having issues making some of these changes that were just agreed upon on Friday. And the document that was sent to me late today, still didn't have the sufficient language that I had requested, so that's why I'm, instead of putting this off until the next meeting, I'm suggesting and recommending that the stipulation, if it's a vote to approve the supplement, that it be approved with that stipulation
Today.
today.
Councilman,
Okay, so I did review the packet, right? And I do, agree with Councilor, Mr. Cuomo says. So I do like to make the motion with the contingency, that Mr. Cuomo's, brought it up with the wordings of the settlement for both.
so there's a motion on the table, may I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman, roll call.
Council Kim,
No, hold on a second, no, I'm sorry about that. No, this is consent, my bad, my apologies, sorry about that. My apologies. So, okay, so that's what it is right now. Councilman, you can do that later. Any more questions concerning this resolution, consent? Okay, good. We have a motion,
resolution.
we have a motion to approve, no, somebody call him.
Resolution 2025-95 to 2025-121, and with the 2025-115 with stipulation.
There you go.
Anybody?
May I have a motion, please? Councilman, Council Kim, thank you. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Councilman, roll call.
Council Kim?
Yes.
Council Lee?
Yes.
Council Min? Council Min?
Yes. Yes.
Council Shin?
Yes.
Council Victory?
This is on the consent?
Yes.
Okay. I'm voting no on 103, 104,
Hold on, 103, 104,
105,
105.
107,
104, 105,
103.
103, 104, 105, 107.
107.
What else? Council?
You want me to go further? I'll go to 120, 121 now.
120 and 121.
Let me just put on the record, it's important that Councilman Vitry, in voting against resolutions 2025, 103 and 104, is voting against, basically what is the settlement agreement is part of a court order. But with that said,
The settlement
you're voting
between what?
the building remedy settlements, this was part of the requirements that was voted on then, and it's part of
Okay,
the court order.
I didn't understand it then.
Okay, well, I'm just making a note on the record.
So you want to do it again? Which one is you gonna say no?
103 and 104.
So 103, 104, you can say yes.
No.
Yes. 103,
No, you
104,
change it to yes.
So the only thing that you're gonna say is you're gonna approve every resolution except for 105 and 107.
No, 120 and 121, I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Victory says no for 105, 107, 120, 121. And the 1 year?
I say yes, except to 114 and 115. And I'll vote
Council 1 year says over for the consent agenda except 114, 115.
We're all done?
Yeah, we all done.
We're all done? All right, now,
Mayor, may I approach?
yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Can we do the swearing in of Lieutenant Cottrell first?
Well, you took my thunder away. I said
You-
now,
Yeah.
these people
Okay,
are waiting.
sorry, my
That's why I
apologies.
said,
My
come on, let's get
apologies.
this done. People are
Sorry.
waiting. Yeah, so
It's
let's.
in a different order on the agenda.
Yeah,
that's why.
so I did publicly state that we're gonna change the order now, we're gonna, since we're done with the consent agenda first, we're gonna be, it's celebratory moment and very proudful moment. We are gonna accept the hiring of police officer F. Saint Hilaire and hiring of police officer H. Morsey. And then after that, we'll do the promotion for our police lieutenant, Sean Cottrell. You guys want to do Sean Control
If
first?
that's
Because we
okay
have
with you,
two
Mayor,
men.
if we could please, do the promotion.
All right, let's do Sean
Lieutenant
Control.
Cottrell. Thank you.
Before we start with Sean Cottrell, let me introduce you guys. I don't know if you know him. He's been in Palisades Park for many, many years. Lieutenant Sean Cottrell is a 30-year-old veteran of the Palisades Park Police Department. Before becoming a patrolman in 1995, Lieutenant Cottrell was Palisades Park's Special Police Officer since 1993. Lieutenant Cottrell has successfully performed supervisory duties and responsibilities for the past several years as a sergeant assigned to patrol while holding the police department in high regard. Lieutenant Cottrell has served 10 years as a detective. He oversees a field training program and has mentored new officers to become proficient in their duties and responsibilities. Lieutenant Cottrell has served on the Palisades Park Fire Department for the past 37 years, where he has been an advisor to the Junior Firefighter Program since 1990. Lieutenant Cottrell is a third-generation Palisades Park police officer. His great-grandfather, Abraham Cottrell, was a Palisades Park pioneer who was instrumental in incorporating the borough in the 1890s. Lieutenant Cottrell's grandfather, Leonard Cottrell, became a police officer in 1940 and retired in 1967 as chief of police. Lieutenant Cottrell's father, Leonard R. Cottrell, served as a Palisades Park police officer from 1963 to 2000, retiring as a captain. Lieutenant Cottrell's late brother, Ryan, also served as a Palisades Park police officer. The incredible pedigree of families dedicated serving Palisades Park. Lieutenant Cottrell is married with 3 children. He is a very proactive officer, and he really, truly deserves his promotion. He will productively and positively contribute to the betterment of the Palisades Park Police Department and our community. Congratulations, Lieutenant Cottrell. A little high for you. You know what, which one's better? You wanna go this way so you can see everybody? You wanna close? Remember, he's a key right now. His face not coming. There you go. Congratulations, please. On behalf of you, follow up to me. Thank you.
Need a mayor.
I, Sean Cottrell,
I, Sean Cottrell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform
and perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Sean Cottrell. Congratulations. You guys want to take a picture?
Yeah, no problem. We'll take a picture at the end with all the officers.
Oh, actually, you know what? Sean, would you like to say something?
No, I'm good, sir.
Oh, you waited 30 years, yes. Congratulations, yes. John Hancock. All right. According to Resolution 2025-111, Police Officer Fernando St. Hilaire, badge number 337, has been laterally hired to the Palacios Park Police Department. Officer Fernando St. Hilaire, 31 years old, is a certified police officer, having successfully attended the Bergen County Police Academy in 2019. Officer St. Hilaire graduated from Lodi High School in 2011. He has attended Bergen Community College and Fairleigh Dickinson University, endeavoring to obtain a degree in psychology. Officer St. Hilaire was a Patterson police officer, where he served as a field training officer and a major crime detective, solving numerous crimes, including homicide, robberies, burglaries, shootings, and fugitive apprehensions. I hope it doesn't happen here. It won't happen here. He is a certified emergency medical technician and has served on the Union City ambulance. Amazing. Before transferring to the Palacios Park Police Department, Officer St. Hilaire was a patrol officer at the Demers Police Department. Officer St. Hilaire is a bilingual in English and Spanish. He speaks, reads, and writes both languages at an advanced level. He is married to a 1-year-old daughter. Officer St. Hilaire will be a worthy addition and asset to the future of Palacios Park Police Department. Congratulations, Officer St. Hilaire. I
I, Officer Sinclair,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully,
and I'll faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and just perform
and just perform
all the duties of the office of
all the duties of the office of police officer.
Police Officer
Fernando Sinclair.
Fernando St. Hilaire. Congratulations. That's over here. Congratulations. According to Resolution 2025-112, Police Officer Hossam Morsi, badge 338, please come up. Officer Hossam Morsi, 34 years old, is a certified police officer, having successfully attended the Bergen County Police Academy in 2022. He graduated from Union Catholic Regional High School in 2008. After high school, Officer Morsi earned a bachelor's degree in engineering. What are you doing here? And a graduate certificate in systems engineering management and economics. Wow, we picked them good. From Stevens Institute of Technology. After graduating college, Officer Morsi spent approximately 10 years in the private sector as a manufacturing and mechanical design engineer, project engineer, and director of operations for large global corporations. He served approximately 2 years as a Title V police officer, although as a highly trained engineer with exceptional earning potential. Officer Morsi's passion is law enforcement and serving others in this capacity. Officer Morsi is bilingual in English and Spanish. He speaks, reads, and writes both languages at advanced level as well. He will be a worthy addition and asset to the future of Palisades Park Police Department. Congratulations, Officer Morsi. I
Jose Morsi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will build true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Officer
Jose Morsi.
Jose Morsi. Congratulations. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, see, she stands here. After this, after this. All right, for all the people we're here to support the 3 police officers, please come up. The rest of the police officers, please come up. Let's take a group photo. Ordinances.
Introduction of ordinance 2025-8, amending chapter 84 entitled Alcohol Beverage to modify the penalty for violation.
What number is that?
2025-8.
No, that one, let me just say.
2025-8, amending chapter 84 entitled alcohol beverage to modify the penalties for violation.
Council members, introduction ordinance 2025-8. Any questions about this ordinance?
I don't have a question.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, good. Because this is the introduction, we don't give it to the public. So we're gonna, what you would call
Make
it?
a motion.
I gotta make a motion to pass the introduction ordinance 2025-8. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to pass introduction of the ordinance.
Great. J.C. Kim did first and John did second.
John is the second, Jason.
Thank you, John. Roll call.
Thank you.
Council Kim?
Yes.
Council Lee?
Yes.
Council Min?
Yes.
Council Shin?
Yes.
Council Retreat?
Yes.
Council Wanya?
Yes.
Notice over hereby given that ordinance 2025-8 was introduced and passed on the first reading at the regular meeting of the Mayor Council held on March 24, 2025, and order published in accordance with the law. Said ordinance will be considered for the final reading adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of said ordinance. A copy of the ordinance will be posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Hall and will be available at the office of the Borough Clerk.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, ordinance 2025-9, amending chapter 282, vehicle and the parking relating to the handicap parking.
Yes, any concerns or questions concerning ordinance 2025-9?
Item
Yes.
Section B, the chief of police hereby directed to have proper signs calling attention to the provisions of this section. We don't have a police chief. It should be police chief. I guess the council missed it with, or OIC in absence.
Police chief.
Just the old, it's the old, where you talking
He
about?
should be an OIC instead of a chief.
B,
Oh, in the,
Right after the,
B.
handicap parking.
Yeah.
right,
Please
Okay.
go over that there.
right, I see. Well, all the ordinances in the borough refer to the chief of police, and the chief of police absence, it's an OIC.
but
We
it
have an
doesn't
OIC.
say that.
What's that?
It doesn't say that.
What
This says
doesn't
the
say
chief
that?
of police. I
Alright.
see a but,
No,
not
but-
OIC.
No, I know, but noted, but I'll double check, but I believe the ordinances speak for themselves in terms of how the chief of police is handled in the absence of the chief of police. It would be an OIC or the police director.
Yeah, but you're making an ordinance, and you should have in the ordinance, the chief of police, or in his absence, the OIC.
Put it in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, so you want it to be
Yes.
pulled and redone?
No, no, no,
and
no, no, no.
resubmitted next month? That's
No,
what
no,
we would
no.
have to do.
No, this is impromptu, we could add it.
You
could
can do a
verbally
motion
change it.
to change it?
Yeah, you can do a motion to change with the stipulation of, so there could be a motion with the stipulation that this could be changed, right, Counselor?
Yep.
Yep. So, good point, thank you very much. Right now, what's on the table is that it will be either the OIC or, I mean, the chief or the OIC. That would be the added condition. Any more, concerns about this ordinance? All right, good. I have a motion to pass the introduction ordinance 2025-9.
Motion.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second?
Roll call.
Council Kim?
Yes.
Council Lee?
Yes.
Council Min? Council Min?
Yes.
Council Shin?
Yes.
Council Vitri?
Yes, with the change.
Council Wanya?
Yes.
Okay, notice is hereby given the ordinance 2025-9 with the stipulation was introduced and passed on the first reading at the regular meeting of the mayor and council held on March 24, 2025, and order published in accordance with the law. Said ordinance will be considered for final reading and adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of the said ordinance. A copy of the ordinance will be posted on the bulletin board in the borough hall and will be available at the office of the borough clerk.
Thank you. Let's move to the next ordinance.
Okay, introduction.
I have a question that I'm not following because I see you have lines through all this. Could you
Oh.
explain what that is?
Why there is an edit, yes.
Yeah, right. When you amend an ordinance, any strike through means the text is removed. Underlines mean the text is added. So what we did was, what we are doing is we are taking out the old UCC fees that are in the ordinance and we're replacing them with new fees, which
Oh,
start on
it's-
page 11.
What the council reach expected was a correction version of it. We wanted to make sure that you know what was corrected and what was fixed. That's what there's a cross and underline.
Just a question.
Right, that's all. Yeah. So the new fees start on, I believe, page 11.
All right, let's move to the next ordinance.
So we have a vote on that.
Huh?
We gotta vote.
And we didn't vote on, we didn't vote on 9 yet?
No,
No, let me
it's
call.
10.
Yeah, let me call.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Ordinance 2025-10, amending chapter 116-3, construction code fee.
Any questions about ordinance 2025-10?
No,
Thank you. We talked about this in the, work session.
no.
All right, we have a motion to pass the introduction ordinance 2025-10.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Council Kim, roll call?
Council Kim,
Yes.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min,
Yes.
Council Shin,
Yes.
Council Vitri,
Yes.
Council Wanyan.
Yes.
Notice is hereby given that the ordinance 2025-10 was introduced and passed on the first reading at a regular meeting of the mayor and council held on March 24, 2025, and order published in accordance with the law. Said ordinance will be considered for final reading adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of the said ordinance. A copy of the ordinance will be posted on the bulletin board in the borough hall and will be available at the office of the borough clerk.
Great, thank you. Let's move to the next ordinance.
Ordinance 2025-11, amending chapter 167-30A, section 4, and the escrow.
Yes, we also discussed this on our work session.
I can,
Yes, please go
if I
ahead.
may, just explain, what we're doing is, simply in paragraph 4, subparagraphs A and B, we're changing the escrow amounts that'll be required of applicants for either planning or zoning matters. The reason for the increase is because the escrows which are used to pay the borough professionals, the engineer and the planner, to review the applications when they come in. We've been told by the, boards that the escrows are constantly being used up too quickly and requests for replenishment are made and not received quick enough, so it would just be easier and more practical to increase the amount in the escrow. The escrow, if it's not fully used, is returned to the applicant after the application is completed. So that's what's being done. And the, escrows for a, under paragraph A, for C variance, is 3,000, it was 2,000, and under subparagraph B, for D variance, it was 3,000, it's now 7,500.
Yes, the variance D, it's more technical. They'll need to bring some more professionals and all that kind of stuff, so.
Correct.
Any questions concerning ordinance 2025-11? May I have a motion to pass the introduction ordinance 2025-11, please?
I'll make a motion to pass the introduction ordinance number -11.
Thank you, Councilman. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Council Lee. Roll call.
Council Kim,
Yeah.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min,
Yes.
Council Shin,
Yes.
Council Petrie,
Yes.
Council Von Young.
Yes.
Notice is hereby given that the ordinance of 2025-11 was introduced and passed on the first reading at the regular meeting of the Mayor Council held on March 24, 2025. And order published in accordance with the law. Said ordinance will be considered for final reading adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of the said ordinance.
Thank you. Let's go to the next ordinance, please.
Ordinance 2025-12, creating chapter 141 entitled Filming and Photographing.
Please
Yeah,
go ahead,
so-
Councilman.
Sure, so for just a brief synopsis, it's been brought to the attention, of council, that some of our neighboring, towns, communities have seen an increase in, for pay, photography, motion picture filming, in order to control, several elements, of that with regard to public safety, and also with regard to, you know, some privacy and the issues related to using public, streets and areas for filming and photography. This ordinance seeks to, basically set controls, and permit requirements that would be required for any company, or individual seeking to, engage in photography, filming, whether it be still or motion picture.
Yes, we actually didn't have this ordinance.
No, this is brand new.
The other towns have this kind of ordinance, especially, you know, towns like this, so, or bigger. Yes, Councilman, Council Kim.
Yeah, so Frank might know about this, but one of the reasons why we didn't have the filming policy was that in our school system, there was a filming actually went on.
Oh.
But it was R-rated filming at the time. Frank, do you remember that?
Nice.
In high school. So that,
It wasn't-
that's a lot of problems.
It was another
So
person.
in the way, I'm asking that we can control what kind of rate they will have if they're gonna film.
Does it protect that?
We should have some kind of control
Protection,
to protect ourselves.
for the kids in high school, adolescents, underage minors.
I'm
Let me look into
none of our
that.
schools were there, but we want to have some kind of control that none of those kind of movies will film in there.
That's true. Oh, but what you could do is no rated R movies here, or X-rated movies.
We can have something like that in our property,
I don't,
town property.
yeah, I don't claim to have any knowledge of how the motion picture industry works, but it's my understanding that the motion pictures are rated after they're filmed, produced, put together, and then they're somehow independently reviewed and rated by an organization.
So what-
So I don't know that they know at the time they're filming what the rating is.
Okay,
I could
so.
be wrong, but that's.
So this is a very similar case, Councilman, correct me if I'm wrong. We could also add a stipulations, because this is a technical and in addition to that, if that's okay with you, is that okay?
Well, there could be First Amendment issues, so it depends on what limitations you're.
But we can't say like Council Kim that we're not gonna allow, what's we call it, a rated R and above filming photography here? Would that be constitutional rights?
In here, they says the public land
it could be
is
constitutional.
student build, they
Look
have
at
it
this.
in the section.
Where's that?
And the 141-1 definition, you go to second page. The public land, the student filming and still photograph, produced to
Was
safe.
141,
Which one?
141.
But we are not just talking about the students.
Yeah, but, hold on. What was it again? What number?
This is
What number is it? 1141. One?
Second page.
Rural facility,
Yeah.
commercial filming, commercial still photography, As used in this chapter, the following terms shall be meaningful. This is a terminology. Major.
But you're talking about the student film?
Yes.
Oh, that has to do with who's filming it. If it's
Yeah.
done by a student, it'll be treated differently than if it's.
Yeah, but this is student.
Filming or still photography produced by satisfied course of curriculum required at an accredited educational institution.
Yeah.
So we're leaving it to the Board of Ed, like Roberto said.
Or that was a one example.
Right.
You know.
But you're wanting to do the rated R, no rated R, that's why I understand that it might impede to the constitutional rights.
Yeah, but do we have any kind of control though?
Over the substance of what's being filmed?
Yeah.
I believe so, but let me.
Not the substance, just the rated.
Well, that substance,
Even the substance.
Yeah.
that is so.
If the
Yes.
contents are something that we cannot handle as our town, then it should be some kind of provision that saying that some kind of control over.
Yeah, in the public land, they says any, and then every public street, highway, sidewalk, or square, public park, in the playground, or other public place within the borough, which is within the jurisdiction and the
So what
control of
it's,
the
so what
borough.
it's saying is this,
The borough can control.
I'm sure the borough cannot go mind their business in a private facility unless it's underage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your home, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
As long as it's not illegal. We don't have the right to knock on doors if they're gonna film inside, but it does indicate on all public, areas, it's covered.
Yeah, I don't know whether that would include within the four walls of a school, because that's not, I mean, it is within the definition of the borough, but the Board of Education is
Yeah.
separate control, and it's indoors, so I think this is referring to outdoor spaces. And the
See-
intention here is really to control more of a safety issue than the content of what's being filmed, but I will look into that and
I would appreciate it.
I'll report back to you, Council.
And also, you mentioned about the separation of the school system and the town.
Right.
But the problem is that we rent that out to the school system.
Right.
So we as a landlord, are we liable for any kind of suing or any kind of things, if anything going on in our property as a landlord?
Oh, I have reviewed the lease, but it was with regard to another issue. I don't remember, and I don't believe that we have any control over anything that goes on within the four walls of the
Yeah,
Board of
yeah.
Education.
They don't rent that to us, I mean, the fields are a separate issue,
Yeah.
not the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's okay.
would believe no, but again, I'll look
Okay,
into
I would
that.
appreciate it.
Any questions concerning ordinance 2025-12? All right, Counselor, please make sure that you answer this question and send it over to, me and,
You got it.
Council Kim. May I have a motion to pass the
I
introduction?
mentioned,
Jason Kim, Counselor Jason Kim, second is Christian Wanyu. Thank you, roll call.
Council Kim,
yes.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min,
Yes.
Council Shin. Council Shin. I think he's out of the Zoom.
He's on the Zoom. All right, could you please reflect that due to technical difficulties, Charlie had to leave on the ordinance 2025-12. He did not vote. Charlie not here.
Council Victory,
Yeah.
Council Wanyu.
Yes.
Okay, notice is hereby given that the ordinance 2025-12 was introduced and passed on the first reading at a regular meeting of the Mayor Council held on March 24, 2025, and order published in accordance with the law. Said ordinance will be considered for final reading, adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of the said ordinance. A copy of the ordinance will be posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Hall and will be available at the office of the Borough Club.
Thank you. Last ordinance, please.
Okay, reintroduction of the ordinance 2024-12 and the bond ordinance for authorization for improvement of the policies for Boulevard Post 2.
BA, would you like to explain? I mean, we know what this is, but
Well, as it happens, the vote wasn't recorded appropriately for this particular ordinance when it was introduced.
Sorry,
So we
technical
need to
issue. So we have to
redo it so that
reintroduce it.
there is a proper vote recorded.
We just went through this, but we gotta do it again.
Okay.
But what was the problem?
The vote.
The vote was not recorded
Wasn't recorded.
correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any questions concerning ordinance 2024-12? Great. Anybody
This
else?
is the bond.
Yeah.
Does this include Palisade Boulevard?
Yes, Palisades Boulevard, phase 3.
Okay, my question on that, Palisade Boulevard's been paved from Bergen Boulevard down to, I guess, Grand Avenue. What are we doing on Palisade Boulevard?
Palisades Boulevard is not actually, it is not totally paid from, what was paid is from, Bergen Boulevard will lead to Broad Avenue, and from Broad Avenue to Grand Avenue is not paid.
No.
And also, I believe, does that also involve the drainage that we have to construct?
That I'm not sure, that one was a-
And that's what I
Would
would.
that be West Palisade Boulevard below Grand? Also?
I think that was part of phase two. I mean, that was just when I came in, so I have to
Oh,
I mean,
see
I'm
here.
asking because it was done and I
No.
just like to know what part is gonna be done. If it's gonna be from
Do you have that record?
Broad
I
to
don't
Grand
have it with me, but I'll
or
definitely
Grand?
get it for you.
Yeah.
I'll have
But
to
it's
see
100%, we're doing stuff that is not, paid. If it's an error, we'll just reset this, thing, but it's definitely, we need to be repaid. Right now, Roy is not here, he probably knows, and also the Cocker, but I believe it is the Palisades Park, Palisades Boulevard from Broad Avenue to Grand Avenue.
That's all right.
Yep. Okay, and we'll verify, could you write this in BA, please make a note.
Yep.
Find out exactly what it is, and send the email to V3 and me. Okay. Any other questions concerning ordinance 2024-12? All right. May I have a motion to pass introduction ordinance 2024-12?
Motion.
Thank you, Jason Kim, Councilman. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, roll call.
Council Kim,
Yes.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min,
Yes.
Council Shin, Council Shin,
Yes.
Council Vitri,
Yes.
No, I
yeah,
Sweet, he wasn't here.
Council Vitri,
I'll vote yes until we hear what it's for.
Yeah, absolutely,
That's it.
absolutely.
Council Wanya.
Yes.
Okay, notice is hereby given that ordinance 2024-12 was introduced and passed on the first reading at a regular meeting of the Mayor Council held on March 24, 2025. And all the published in accordance with the law, said ordinance will be considered for final reading and adoption at a meeting held on April 28 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers, at which time all persons interested may appear for or against the passage of the said ordinance. A copy of the ordinance will be posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Hall and will be available at the office of the Borough Clerk.
All right, let's go, yes.
You wanna ask Mr. Shin for the vote that he missed to Mr. Packard?
Is that too late?
I think we already, I'm gonna indicate.
Remember,
it's gonna be-
just to put on record, Council Charlie Shin wasn't here to vote for 2025-12. Then he got reconnected again.
Okay,
He
yeah,
voted for-
you can ask him how he voted
Good.
on that.
Okay, introduction of ordinance 2025-12. And then it made by the motion by our Council Kim, and then second by the Won Young. And the roll call, Kim, Lee, Min. Charlie Shin,
Yes.
you wanna vote yes? Okay, so we got a full vote.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that.
Of cons-
Yes, we're gonna vote.
Go ahead with the consent.
Of consent consent agenda resolution 2025-93, 2025 temporary emergency budget appropriation.
As you guys know, we talked about it on the work session. This is a temporary emergency budget transfers required and needed for finance to run the government and the services until we propose a new fiscal year budget. Any questions? All right, may I have a motion, I'm sorry, Matt? Do I-
You have to do the
Four.
roll call, because it's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I think roll call. Which we'll call it, may I have a motion to pass resolution 2025-93?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, may I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Oh, wow, thank you very much for your participation, but Jason's been hitting the mark.
Jason,
First to Juan and second to Kim. Roll call?
Council Kim,
Yes.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min,
Yes.
Council Shin,
Motion.
Yes.
Council Vitri,
Yes.
Council Wanyan.
Yes.
Let's do the next resolution.
Of consent agenda resolution 2025-94, authorization of appropriation transfer.
Since we passed resolution 2025-93, it is required for resolution 2025-94. It's the authorization of appropriate transfers to fund the temporary emergency budget, correct? Any questions? All right, may I have a motion to pass resolution 2025-94? May I have a
Make a
motion?
motion.
Thank you,
I'll
Min,
second.
Juan Yu, second, roll call?
Council Kim,
Yes.
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min, Council Min,
Yes.
Council
Yes.
Shin, Council Shin,
Yes.
Council Vitri,
Yes.
Council Wanyan.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Before we finish with all the agendas, just make sure the finance and claims, comply, follow the conditions requested by Council One. Don't forget that. Good. Let's move to our council reports. Council Sang-Hee Lee, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. The school board submitted a tentative budget of $38 million for the 2025-2026 school year. And there will be a public hearing at the Early Childhood Center on April 30 at 6:30 p.m. So you could come and ask questions about the budget that was submitted to the county.
Thank you, very important stuff. Council Lee, could I ask you to do a spirit project? As you know, I'm collecting money through my weddings, and I give out yearly scholarships, but I would like to allocate certain capital to start making our Route 46 underpath, the tunnel, look better. If you see 4 lead tunnels, the kids come by there and start to paint that place, the tunnel walls. And what they do is, it's a little bit technical, costs a lot of money, you can't just paint over it. You literally have to wash it and then put some cement flats, and then on a flat, the kids start to draw their drawings of, cultural, historical of their town. You'll see that if you cross over on 4 Lee, on those Route 46 roads. I would like to fund that, if you could talk to the Board of Ed or the superintendent, to see who are interested and see how much it will cost, and I'd like to donate to the Board of Ed.
Okay.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Council report for, Charlie Shin,
Yes.
please go ahead.
And the recreation and swimming pool, for the swimming pool, we are preparing the opening in May and the Memorial Day. So we do the pre-maintenance, like all the new painting and the repairing of the pump and the repairing of the crack, right?
Yes,
On the edge of the swimming pool. So we got the quotation. We are waiting for getting the quotation
Well, that's a lot of progress. I know there's a lot of cracks on the crevices of the pool. It creates, more costly renovations if you don't fix that already. Good job, and the pumps. You guys are preparing that as well, thank you, and also you are saying that we did get the grant for the doggy park and the pickleball, but because Charlie Shin is an avid pickleball player, he realized that if you put it in Columbus Park, it will be very loud, and right across the street there are apartments, and more than likely the residents might complain. So Charlie, if you can, we have the grant, so let's try to find somewhere in Palisades Park as well. You know, anywhere if you can find, I'll work with you, and Roberta as well. Roberta, you wanna add to the developments that's happening there, the doggy park and the pickleball?
Well, I guess what we're trying to do is get the quotes to get the things fixed.
Good.
And that's the stage that we're in.
Good,
Getting quotes to take down the one very large tree that's in the middle of the doggy park.
yes,
So I'm just waiting to have two, I need one more.
good,
And, those trees need trimming on the other side of the park. but
Yes.
I need to look into that a little bit more.
Yes.
It's very hard to get in there with the equipment and the use for tree
Right.
trimming. Those are huge trees on the other side,
okay,
opposite where the dog park is.
okay.
And I think there's a lot of dead branches, I think it's beyond what our DPW can do. Can't really have under the weather a little bit, so this week we're gonna talk about how much of that the DPW has done and can continue to do, otherwise I need to bring in outside people.
Can we get it done before it gets cold? Thank you. All right, good. Thank you very much, Council Shin. Council Jason Kim.
Thank you so much, yeah.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Mayor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Council President. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Council President.
Yeah, I do have my council report notes, but right now I'm currently driving to my hotel to check in. So pretty much it's the same thing from that our police department OIC is gonna actually give up the report soon, right? But for most, I would like to congratulate our new Lieutenant Mr. Patrol, right? So I'd like to give him a congratulatory message there. And then our new two officer who just been hired, Mr. Fernandez and Mr. Ho Chan, welcome on board.
Thank you,
So,
Council President.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Council Jason Kim.
yeah, still the cold is going around, the COVID is going around, and RSV is going around, so everybody be careful.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe you wanna consider, what we used to do is do the joint, service providing event with the health department of Richfield, Palisades Park. They set something up, they used to set it up in this Limber School. But, if you could get that going, we do have funds or whatever you need, something cool. we
That
can
will be
do.
lovely, because I kind of miss it.
If you could spearhead it, talk to us about it, any resources will help out, the BA will assist you.
I will ask Bianca about it, because she's the one that has to.
Sounds good.
But I will ask.
We could even do it here if you want to, yes.
Mayor, I'm sorry to ask, but do you mind if I could excuse myself from the meeting? I'd like to focus on the wheels and the pedals.
All right, he's not gonna sue us, is he? Please leave, thank you. Is it okay, Counselor?
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, so just so, Council Kim, if you could leave that, that'll be great.
Okay.
We'll get the, we'll have funds too.
Oh.
Thank you. Council Petrie.
Mayor, as an elected official, it has come to my attention through several residents that the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office has come in and taken over the Palisades Park Police Department Internal Affairs Unit.
Would you like
This-
to, before you continue, would you like to make a motion to go into executive session?
I'm not talking about anybody, I'm not mentioning no names, I'm just asking a question. I'm asking a question in reference to this. As a councilman, I would like, and other councilmen, I'm sure, have no clue what's going on with this. And as a councilman, I think I'm entitled to know along with the other councilmen. I mean, this has never happened in the history of Palisades Park, that the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office has come in and done anything. Now they're coming in and taking over the Internal Affairs Unit, and there were other towns that I've seen in the past, that's how it started in those towns, and they didn't stop there, they come in. The question here is, why do I have to find out from outside? And I'm sure other councilmen here don't know about it, and if they do, then why am I the only one that doesn't know about this?
If you want an answer to your
Yeah, I'd like
questions,
an
we have
answer.
to go into executive session.
I'll
So
I'll
we
go
could-
into
we could make a
executive
motion.
session, but this is the only way I find anything out. You people don't sit down, don't you
No,
think that
no,
the
no,
mayor and
no,
council
no,
should
no.
know about this?
No. You found out, other people didn't find out. What is good and ready from the borough attorneys, what is safe for us, the rest of us to find out, he or she will let us know. Right now, it's not there yet. So you found out from
Yes, it is
hearsay,
though,
it is
Mayor.
correct. And secondly, you just stated that the prosecutor's office never came to our police,
In the past.
never had, no, you were absolutely 100% incorrect.
No, I'm not.
Really?
No, I am not.
Please, OIC, please come up and please tell me if the council is correct.
Mayor, because of the sensitive nature of this.
No,
it's
I'm
okay.
talking about the private, hey, I wanna let him know that what his statement is false. That he said that the prosecutors never came and froze force of, and did some similar actions like that. Is that true or not?
So because of the sensitive nature of this, I would appreciate if the police department doesn't make any statements regarding anything anything council says. I think it would be appropriate for us to not make any statements regarding.
Well,
this.
I'm gonna state the fact that, Council Ricci is incorrect. The prosecutor's office came down on us numerous of times. So anyways, yeah, well, if you wanna further discuss this, you have every right to request an executive meeting right now, and we sit down and talk.
Let's do it.
Make a motion.
I make a motion.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Great. Roll call.
Council Kim,
Yes,
Council Lee,
Yes.
Council Min is out of the Zoom meeting right now. Council Shin. Council
This is for the opening of the executive meeting?
Executive meeting,
Executive
yes.
Okay, yes.
Vitri,
Yes.
Wonu,
Yes.
okay.
Great, that's passed. We have a motion to close the regular meeting and go to the executive meeting. We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Folks, we'll be right back.